Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's Willer JimSauce and I'm back with another random RuneScape memories for you guys. So, today I'm going to be talking about kind of being let down on RuneScape. Now, what I mean by that is, back in the day, I had certain goals for myself, and seeing people do certain, unlocking certain areas and being able to train and, be at different places and get different items that I couldn't get, it really made me want to do those things. And then finally, when I get to that point, I get really upset and let down that, well, it really wasn't everything that I expected it to be. So one of the first things I remember is finally getting the finally getting the woodcutting level to woodcut magic logs. I'd be sitting there all day chopping my willows. I remember waking up, an hour before school started in elementary school to actually, trade my woodcutting a little bit more and try to get ahead of my friends a little bit more so I could get closer and closer to that level. So I'm chopping my willows, and I'm chopping my yew logs. And keep in mind, I chopped yew logs until I got 75 woodcutting. So, I made a decent amount of GP off of it. So now I'm thinking, what, finally I can go over, I can get my 75 woodcutting, I can finally cut these magic trees. And it sucked. It was just so bad. I really wasn't able to get, any magic logs. Getting that level, I knew that it would probably be slower. Getting the first level of something, you're usually not gonna be able to get it as efficient as you would if you waited like 5 levels after. Not really sure how they calculate that, but so I'm sitting there trying to get a magic log, and I'm like, wow, I could have gotten 5 yew logs in the time I could have gotten a stick of a magic log. And it was just really upsetting to that it was that slow, because to me, I would see people running back and forth. I would look up videos of people selling their magic logs and they got thousands of them, making bank, and I'm just like, alright, I'm gonna do the same thing. But not really. And the same thing happened to me with sharks. I would be fishing in the fishing guild, I'm fishing my lobbies, I'm doing my sorties and my tuna, and finally I get that level. So I can finally do sharks. So I'm rushing over to the docks, I got my harpoon in hand, and I'm stabbing at the water, and I just don't get anything. Just not getting anything that I actually wanted to, and which is really upsetting. And I finally realized that, just getting the certain level for something doesn't mean that you're going to be getting that item, or it doesn't mean that you're going to be getting it, as fast as other people. And it really let me down to know that it was just extremely slow. I'd have to train up even more levels to even get any of, these sharks or magic logs. And I was genuinely upset. I was upset that I could not get these items like I wanted to. But those were two things. The third thing, and probably something that meant the most to me, because back in the day, me and 2 of my friends, we had this little like shop going on between the 3 of us, where I would be the person who mined the ore, and then I would give the ore to somebody, and then they would smith it in the bars, and then that person would give the bars to the other guy to make it into weapons or whatever we needed. So we literally had like this whole shop to ourselves of, ores, bars, and like items. We would sell stuff, we would keep stuff for ourselves, and we really tried to think of something that would work for us. And I don't know if you guys did the same thing, but I think that was really smart for us to do back in the day. Although I always had the speculation of, maybe somehow, somewhere down the line, they would, take all my ore or something, all my hard-worked ore, and just run away with it or something, which later down the road, the one kid did steal my account, but we're not going to talk about that. But my goal was to get into the mining guild. I really just wanted to get into the mining guild. I would see people go in there, and, I would pull that thing that I'm sure a lot of you guys have done before, where you would wait for somebody to open up the door for the mining guild, and you would try to run through as soon as they would open up the door. And, obviously, it just wouldn't let you go. But, I tried over and over again, maybe if I time it right, this guy will open up the door, and as the doors open, I will run through. Obviously, that never happened, but so, I would be sitting there, I would be mining my mithril, I would be mining my coal, I would be mining my iron, trading it off to people, finally getting that level I needed for the mining guild. So I can finally go through and I can enter, and what I thought there was like plenty of rune ore in there, I thought there was like tons of addy in there, and I was so pumped and so excited for it. And then finally I was able to enter, I'm like the big drum roll was going on, like, boom! Open up the door. Where's the rune? Where's like the secret dragon ore? Where's all the rune? Where's like the mounds of GP on the floor that are supposed to spawn, you know, through the rocks? And where is it? Like, where's the rune pickaxe spawn? Where's like the secret dragon pickaxe back in the day? Like, where is this stuff? Why is it not in this mining guild? Why did all my hard time and effort being put into getting into the mining guild end up for me just being able to mine more coal and more mithril? Like, why would you let me down like that? And like, I guess in retrospect, thinking back about it, I mean, it's not terrible that it was a letdown, because obviously, I mean, I didn't really know. Like, all I knew about RuneScape was what I knew back then, you know, in my noob days. So I didn't know that there were other areas with Rune, and I didn't know there was these other places. I thought the mining guild meant you get into the mining guild, you're set for life, baby. Like, you got all the GP coming to you, and you don't got to worry about anything. But obviously, I was wrong. So that's basically my little RuneScape random memory, was just being let down after I would get these skills, and I would try so hard to get these things, and then it just wasn't really what I expected, and it really didn't live up to it. Although, I mean, it's not terrible, you know, I still got the levels, but, you know, it made me cry a little bit. I was a little upset, but that's gonna be it for me. So if you guys did enjoy this video, remember to leave a like down below. I may or may not be streaming today. I should have had an upload and a stream yesterday. I done goofed. I didn't. I know my friend wants me to hang out tonight, and if I hang out, I'll probably be sleeping over, so I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. If I do, I can bring my other computer. You know, I'm kind of sketched out bringing my new computer. I don't want anything bad to happen to it. So if I do that, you know, maybe we could throw on a RuneScape live stream tonight. So, yeah, that's about it for me, and take it easy, guys. Peace.